The following program is a 20 East Media Network LLC presentation. Please hit the like button and enjoy the show. Thank you.
Welcome to D Truth TV. Turn the volume up, you feel me? Hit that like, hit subscribe, let's get real on your screen, see? We talking cases, mysteries, stories that unfold, relationships, heartbreak, secrets never told, breaking news, updates, every fact on display. I'm your host with the flow, bringing truth every day. The Truth TV, where the real ones vibe. Hit that bell, stay alive, let the knowledge arrive. From the streets to the screen, we keep it so raw. Every topic, every angle, breaking every law. Tune in, let's debate, drop your thoughts in the chat. We don't sugarcoat nothing, we just spitting the facts. From love to the hustle, from the pain to the win. Every episode's a journey, let the story begin. The Truth TV, where the real ones vibe. Hit that bell, stay alive, let the knowledge arrive. From the streets to the screen, we keep it so raw. Every topic, every angle, breaking every law. Tune in, let's debate, drop your thoughts in the chat. We don't sugarcoat nothing, we just spitting the facts. From love to the hustle, from the pain to the win. Every episode's a journey, let the story begin. The Truth TV, where the real ones vibe. Hit that bell, stay alive, let the knowledge arrive. From the streets to the screen, we keep it so raw. Every topic, every angle, breaking every law. So subscribe, hit like, don't you dare miss a beat. The Truth TV, where the truth and the rhythm meet.
Welcome. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Am I sounding okay? Just give me thumbs up if I'm sounding okay. Respect to you, my sister Edward. What's going on, brother? What's going on? Brooklyn Hood. What's going on, my sister together? Good to Vans Life. What's going on? Respect to you. Respect to everybody coming in. This just part one. Because I'm going to do a men version. I'm doing a men version of this too. Believe me, I'm going to do a men version of this. But I'm going to go ahead and say this right here. We, as humans, we make wrong choices. As humans, we make wrong choices. And I want to speak on the women part today, right? And I'll probably do the men part probably sometime tomorrow or Saturday or whatever. But I'm speaking on the women's part, right? I want some women to answer this question. Why do some women, not all women, some women choose a guy that they like, right? And sometimes when they choose a guy that they like, it's not the one for them. Because the guy that likes them and to do anything and is that caring, nurturing, protector, provider, all that stuff all in one. Some of them do not want to mess with them. She do not want to mess with them at all. See, I seen some videos of women, right, that got a divorce. The man doing everything for them. Everything, the household, showing her love and all that stuff. And you know the one thing I found that some women have in common when they're in a relationship with a guy that does everything, is a man of the house and do everything, got kids, whatever, is she talking about he's boring. Okay, he's boring. He's boring. Okay. But all of a sudden get a divorce, but go over to the Pookie and Ray Ray. He running the streets and all that other stuff and doing things he ain't supposed to be doing, but not giving her that time. But that's what she wanted. That's what she wanted. Now she's feeling sad for herself. Then all of a sudden, somebody will go on TikTok, go on social media, crying about why they got a divorce and how their life sucks now. But yet, your life was boring when you were with him. Your life was boring when you were with him. Why do some women choose the wrong man? See, sometimes, like I said, in life, as humans, we make the wrong choices. Some women make the wrong choices in men. He got this car, he got this, he got that. But they want a person that exciting and that running the street and getting in trouble, all that stuff, stay down with him. But still ain't came up yet. So I'm looking at this thing as sometimes some women got to stop blaming the men that they chose and stop blaming the men that they chose and start blaming themselves because they chose them. Because she chose that man. You knew what he was before you got with him. Then some of them wind up marrying that man that they chose. And still wonder why they still stuck in the same spot. But you chose that man. You fell in love with that man. Because he was exciting. So I'm trying to get to the point of why do some women choose the wrong man? And when they do choose the wrong man, why they blame it on the man that they chose? Then all of a sudden they want to circle back and get with the one they supposed to been with that they didn't get no chance to. Why they want to circle back? Can anybody answer that question? Why do some women want to circle back to the brother or the guy that got his stuff together, is a good protector and provider, showing her love, showing her emotional support, and everything? But you got to watch out too. Because sometimes some of the women that circle back, they're just playing with that person that they don't like. Why do we always make the wrong choices in life? Why we make the wrong choices in life? Why do everybody make the wrong choice? Why do women make the wrong choices in men? We see it all the time. You know your family don't like you. And sometimes you gotta be careful with your family member. Because they say they don't like it, they probably wind up liking him and wanna get with him. And sometimes you gotta watch out for your friends, your so-called friends. Because she probably want the guy that you got. Because she see him flashing all that money, riding around in his car, in a fancy car, whatever. Is that what relationship? That was some women determine what a relationship is. I ain't said all. I ain't said not always. But some women, You got to admit, some women make the wrong choice in men. Then later on regret that choice that they made. They they this what I'm saying about the wrong choice. They made a choice to lay down with him, to have a child with him. Then all of a sudden, he's not doing what he's supposed to be doing for that child, and she mad. But yet she still don't leave him and stays with him and have another baby by him. Wrong choices. Then all of a sudden, the light bulb goes off. I need to get away from him because he's not who I thought he was. You knew who he was when you got with him. You knew he was running around with other women when you got with him, but you chose to stay with him. You know he had other baby mama, but you chose to stay with him. So do we supposed to feel sorry for them women that make the wrong choices? Do we supposed to feel sorry for them? I'm not talking about all women. I just about some. Do we supposed to feel sorry for them? I don't think we're supposed to be still feeling sorry for them. I don't think we're supposed to be still feeling sorry for them. Because some women are adult. I can understand you in your teenage years, in your early 20s, right? Young, active, want to be out there, whatever. Not ready to settle down. You're not ready for it. You don't know what's coming up. But sometimes you got to use your brain to think. Sometimes you got to, sometimes you got to, and I just looked it up. It said why. It said women choose the wrong men for a variety of complex reasons. Okay, okay. Often rooted in the past experience, emotional needs, and subconscious pattern. Okay, let's take the first one. Past experience. You're looking for somebody, but the thing is, you keep choosing this man. Then also you get with another man. And then you get with another man. Guess what? All three of them were the same kind of man that you were trying to get away from, but you keep choosing them, right? From past experience. Emotional need. Yeah, that man gonna be there for your emotional, and he gonna make you feel good at that time. But what else he gonna do for you? Yeah, he gonna make you feel good in bed, but that's your emotional need is in bed. But what about your emotional need outside of the bedroom? That There's a lot of questions need to be asked and answered. Subconscious patterns. We all got a subconscious patterns that we do, and we don't recognize it, but other people see it. I know it's not always about that, but that I'm not talking about the ones that actually get it, right? I'm not talking about the one that actually get it. I'm not the one that who keep choosing the wrong men. They're the ones I'm talking about. These can include seeking to fulfill unmet childhood need, being attracted to challenging or unavailable individual. Challenging unavailable. You know who they talking about? The street thugs and all them folks that wilding out, selling stuff and doing reckless stuff. It's the challenge. It's a challenge to them. Or and then on top of that, it comes down to unavailability. Cause I'm gonna say this. Sometimes when that happens, I'm not saying all the time. It happened with a father and father mother in the household, but sometimes there's no father figure in the house. There's no figure in the house. Or experience a hope loop where they believe they can fix or change someone. That's that's the problem right there. That's the problem. I'm gonna change him. I'm gonna turn him to a fellow man. Okay, some women say I'm gonna change him. You know how some women, not all, some try to change a man by having a baby by him. That don't work. That do not keep a man. That do not keep a man with you because you have a baby by him. He's still gonna go out in the street do what he want to do. And then on top of that, how do you then all of a sudden you're like, oh, this one child ain't settling down. Then all of a sudden I ain't gonna say you make a mistake, but you go have another baby by him. They gonna keep him settling down from running the streets or doing another God know what. That do not work. That do not work. You knew who he was when you met him. You knew who he was when you laid down with him. You knew who he was when you start going out with him, being girlfriend and boyfriend. You knew who he was. Now you blaming the whole world about your choices that you made. And I'm not talking about all women. I'm not talking about all women. But how can you blame somebody else for the choice that you made? It happens. It happens. Okay. And it goes on to say, it goes on to say, a more detailed look at contributing factors why some women choose the wrong man. Unresolved childhood issue. Past experience or instability, rejection, or abandonment can lead to women to unconsciously seek out partner who replicate those familiarity, unhealthy relationship dynamics. Yeah, which is true, because that's the only thing they're used to. That's the only thing they have seen. They haven't seen their mother. They haven't seen their mother in a good relationship with her father. Has seen has seen a woman in a great relationship with a man. They haven't seen that. They haven't seen that, and that's one thing they go as humans. We go back to things that we are familiar with sometimes, and they hold on to it because they feel safer. Does it mean it right? No. Do it mean wrong? No. But do it mean it's the right choice? Yes and no. But when stuff started to hit the fan, when they start finally figuring it out, some still go make the wrong choice. See, we got choices to make. We make a whole lot of choices. Right? Respect, bro. We make a whole lot of Then you got some of them that trying to fix something that was broken. Some women are drawn to men who need help or appear broken, hoping to heal them in the process, heal their own past wound. This can be a way to avoid confronting their own issue and misguided attempt to resolve childhood trauma. Yes, I believe that. We all do it. Men do it too. We all do it. We all do it. We try to fix something that we think is broken. But we sometimes we fail to realize, and some women fail to realize you can't fix nothing that don't want to be fixed. You can't fix nothing that don't want to be fixed. Oh yeah, they got it. You got it. You got it, bros. Hold up. Let's see. Bro, you right. I will read this. Bro said he's still trying to wrap his head around this post. He's seen this woman on Twitter has 2 kids and a list of demands to slide on, slide in her DMs. How can you have a list of demands for somebody you're trying to attract and you got 2 kids? How can you do that? How can you do that? How can you do that? I can't. I cannot see it. And let's go back to a man who said that man was broken. See, in some, and I said no female. Some female head think the man they got is they 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 want is broken, and they try to fix him. But at the same time, they try to fix him. They try to fix themselves for past trauma. That don't work. Cause again, when you try to fix somebody, when she try to fix that man, how you gonna fix a man when he don't want to be fixed? How you gonna try to change a man when he don't want to change? It's gonna be hard, and guess what? It's gonna put more stress, more trauma, more stuff on that female. Gonna put more stress on that female. I know the women in my chat who subscribe to me ain't trying to fix no man. The hope loop. This refers to the subconscious desire to fulfill unmet childhood need through a partner, creating a cliffhanger scenario where they constantly hope the partner will finally provide a love, validation, or security they lacked. Okay, but sometimes it don't happen. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it does happen. But at the same time, sometimes it does happen when he wanted to happen, or when he wants that woman to do something for him. So I'm looking at it like this right here. Try to fix a broken man and try to rekindle what you lost or what you didn't have in your growing up. And you try to hoping he provide that love and security and validation that you are seeking. But when you overlook this other man over here who's gonna give you all of that, but guess what? He's boring. He broke. He might not be. He's good looking. It's something wrong. He's not tall enough. But he got what you. But he got what some women are seeking. But she goes on to the other side. Respecting Monique Hill, my Kelly's sister. See, when a man comes to you, and I know I got a lot of married sisters in the chat. I know I got some sisters that got a boyfriend, the right one. I know we got the right one, because I know some of y'all women in the chat is not gonna stand for that BS. I already know that. He flashing and all that stuff. Come on. But you're looking for validation, security, and love. but the man you chose is not giving you none of that. But in your back of your mind, he is. And while you thinking in your back of your mind that he is, you think you could change him. You think you could change him. How you going to change somebody? You can't. Number two, attraction to challenging or unavailable men. Bad boy attraction. Bad boy attraction. Bad boy attraction. Women might be drawn to the excitement, intensity, and perceived social status associated with bad boy, even those qualities are determined judgment even those qualities are detrimental to a healthy relationship. They detrimental to a relationship. The excitement, the adrenaline rush, and and there you go with some social status. Oh, he dressing good and all that. Yeah, he loved me because he give me this, give me that, he buy me this. No, that he just doing it just to keep you around. Okay. Fear of missing out. When a man is perceived as highly desirable, women might feel pressure to compete for his attention, even if mean overlooking red flags or selling for less than they deserve. I'm gonna have to check this question. I'm gonna have to check in this question. This question. Put a one in the chat. Do you think some women ignore the red flags because they think they missing out? Think they missing out on social status? Put a one in the chat. You think some women do that? Put two. You think some women don't do that? Oh yeah, I had to ask. I had to ask. I had to ask. You know I had to ask. Narcissistic traits. Narcissistic trait. Women with narcissistic trait can be attracted to those who exhibit dominance and boldness, seeing this as an opportunity to build their own self-esteem by being with someone who seems to need them, according to a psychological journal. Yeah, men are narcissists because they go through the same thing. Like I said, I'm gonna do another line about the men. This just about the women right now. But there's some narcissist women that got traits that are attracted to those who exhibit dominance and boldness, right? Which will help their own self-esteem, make them feel good about themselves, right? So what women at? Emotional psychological factors. Low self-esteem, poor emotional health, trauma bonding. You know that was one. Lack of healthy boundaries, social conditioning, okay? All them going in one as emotional. A guy can manipulate a woman who is emotionally damaged. Oh, I didn't write the title. I don't know why he started with this one, but some women are emotional damage, and some men prey on that and use that as fear factor for her not to lead them. Right? So we are who we are. But like I said, we make choices that we know we shouldn't be making, either good or bad. But guess what? When some women make the wrong choice and finally wake up and realize, hey, I can do better than that. I got my own pride, I got my own mind, I can do better. than with this guy that run the street, get locked up all the time, and I'm worried myself sick sitting in the house. Where he at? What he doing? Is he gonna come home tonight? That's some women that wake up and say, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this. Then all of a sudden she goes right back around to the guy that she overlooked, that she really didn't like. That she really didn't like. And I'm going ahead and say it. I'm going to say it. And then all of a sudden she come around. Some guys gonna be with her, but yet soon she found out like boring. She gonna go back to the other guy. She gonna go back to the other guy. So I'm just saying, I'm calling like I see it. Other contributing factors is hormones and attraction, right? In younger women, hormones can play a significant role in attraction, potentially leading to poor choices based on physical attraction rather than compatibility. Hey, I ain't gonna just say young women. I ain't just gonna put it on young women. Some women's 25 to 35, middle age, even older women do the same thing. They do the same thing. They want an emotional connection, physical attraction, instead of compatibility. And the hormone be racing. And I'm telling you, I saw this video. Wednesday, I saw the video. This lady was talking about she teased this guy. Then all of a sudden, her hormones started racing, and she wanted him to have sex with him, right? Because it's the guy that she liked, and he left on red. See, when you do stuff like that, it's not fun. Family history and past relationship. Yeah, I said family history and past relationship can shape it. If that what you all use, if that was she used to, guess what? Sometimes some women will stay in that pattern, and then some will try to break that cycle. Some will break that cycle. Okay. Subconscious programming, underlying belief, values, and past experience can unconsciously influence attraction and relationship choices. Yeah, that's right. We as society, we make wrong choices on impulses. We don't care who feels it hurt. And then when they make the wrong choice of men, he got another girl, guess what? The other girl and the one that think that she's the only one, they going back and forth with each other. Going back and forth with each other. I'm finna take a break right quick. Hold on. Gotta find it. I'm gonna take a break.
Welcome to the Dean Truth TV. Turn the volume up, you feel me?
Hit that like, hit subscribe. Let's get real on your screen, see? Huh. We talking cases, mysteries, stories that unfold, relationships, heartbreak, secrets never told, breaking news, updates, every fact on display. I'm your host with the flow, bringing truth every day. The Truth TV, where the real ones vibe. Hit that bell, stay alive, let the knowledge arrive. From the streets to the screen, we keep it so raw. Every topic, every angle, breaking every law. Tune in. thoughts in the chat. We don't sugarcoat nothing, we just spitting the facts. From love to the hustle, from the pain to the win. Every episode's a journey, let the story begin. D Truth TV, where the real ones vibe. Hit that bell, stay alive, let the knowledge arrive. From the streets to the screen, we keep it so raw. Every topic, every angle, breaking every law. So subscribe, hit like, don't you dare miss a beat. D Truth TV, where the truth and the rhythm meet. We talking cases, mysteries, stories that unfold. Relationships, heartbreak, secrets never told. Breaking news, updates, every fact on display. I'm your host with the flow, bringing truth every day. D Truth TV, where the real ones vibe. Hit that bell, stay alive, let the knowledge arrive. From the streets to the screen, we keep it so raw. Every topic, every angle, breaking every law. So subscribe, hit like, don't you dare miss a beat. D Truth TV, where the truth and the rhythm meet.
The panel is open. The panel is open. I want some women, some men. I don't care, women or men. Come on up here. Put your 2 cents in, your 5 cent, your dollar, whatever you want to put in it. Come on up and let me know you think about some of the reasons why some women choose the wrong men. Then I also want to double back to the one that got away. Okay. Why let's talk about the ones that don't got away. See, all of a sudden, the one that she didn't like gets away. Then all of a sudden, he started making something of himself, building the business, doing this and doing that, and start doing good for himself. Then all of a sudden, she want to circle back around to him, to a finished product, because he made something of himself. And she want to be part of that life, his life. Then all of a sudden, she probably want to marry him. But yet, when he was down and try to accomplish something, she didn't want nothing to do with him. But yet want to go with this other guy who really wasn't doing nothing because she liked him, because she liked the social status that was out there. And like what he was doing. And how he would put it down in the bedroom, what he was doing, all the other good stuff that goes on. And like I said, it's sometimes it had to do with family, your surroundings, and your emotional, that you seek. I know that. I know that together. Hey, if you wasn't here in the first beginning, I said I'm gonna do a men part to this too. This just part one. I'm doing the men part too. So don't worry about it. They're gonna get it too. They're gonna get it too. But I'm saying it's the road choices. But yet when they do make the road choice, they blame, instead of blaming themselves, they want to blame the man that they chose. Because he not straight, he not flying right. He not doing what he's supposed to do. But you chose that man. Nobody chose that man for you. Your family didn't choose that man for you. Your friends, I'm gonna say it. that friend that said, "Oh, that man fine right there, he doing this, whatever, whatever," and you like, okay, I'm going to give it a shot. That's really your friend, because if she was your friend, if she really your friend, she wouldn't let you go that route. She wouldn't let you go that route. I believe you about two sister as an example, right? I guarantee you, if they both were married, they were together, either together or you do, saw somebody was worth that thing, and what if thought that one man was, oh, looking good and all that stuff right there, and the other one knows about him, I guarantee you they wouldn't tell the other one, oh, go talk, because he go go tell that man that man tell her friend, tell one of them, oh, I like your friend right there, but they know what they know what that man is all about. They know what that man is all about. They're not gonna A friend is not gonna set you up like that. And I heard this story, right? This woman sat on I think it was TikTok, I forgot what it was. She sat on there and said she was a friend with a HOE. She said that she was friends with a HOE, a garden tool, right? Cause the man that her friend was dealing with will get her would get her and her friend whatever whatever. And her friend pulled up, her and her friend pulled up. The man that her friend was dealing with gave her $500. Her friend $500 and gave her $200. See, that's some women perpetrate that. You right together. Let me read what together said. Let me see what together said. Together said some people put their best foot forward and resent the person they want you to see, and you find out he really was a relationship fraud. You're right. You're right. And when that happens, there's some women would lead that. I'm calling that a situationship relationship. That some women have fallen for that dude and stay in that relationship, and they know that relationship is not good for them. Not good for them. And then another thing together to add on to that is he put on a good front for the family. That the mother, brother, sister, whatever. Oh, that's a good man right there. You need to keep up. You need to hold on to him. But out of outside of the family, out of outside of the family, he doing all kind of outrageous things. He doing all kind of outrageous things. That's why it pays. It pays to watch who you're around. It pays to get yourself together before. I'm talking to the young ladies, the older ladies, some of these older ladies that do the same thing. I'm not talking about all of them. Some hop out. Some leave this one person that doing what he doing and go back in the same kind of relationship with another guy, and then go another relationship with the same other guy. You're doing the same thing over again with a different guy, expecting a different result with the same, almost the same kind of guy that you left the first time. How many times you gonna have to hit your hand with a hammer instead of on the nail to realize you gotta take your hand away on top of the nail to hit the nail? I mean, if you say, oh, okay. Then she said some women want to. want to leave, but a man will use psychological abuse to that woman. Yes, yes. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. Cause for past trauma, and he tells her, "Oh, ain't nobody else gonna want you," and she stays. And she stays. They use that psychological trauma on her. Okay. They go. What else you say together? Then she gonna say, when you try to leave, the man will try to pow you, stalk you and your family, especially if you have nothing but females in your family. You're right. You're right. You're right about that. You're right about that. And I look at it like this right here. And sometimes in your environment that you're around your family situation, what you're going through, what kind of trauma you went through, and I look at some women, not all of them, some women hasn't got out of that past trauma. They hasn't went to seek help. They help figure out what's wrong, and that's why some of them get trapped in there, and that's why the men feel like, oh, you're not finna leave me. You're not finna leave me. I'm gonna do this, and do threats, shoot threats at the woman. Then, then when he started slapping around, doing all the kind of things, cheating or whatever, and you wonder why you in that situation. Is it the guy fault that you in that situation? Is it your parents, your brother, your sister, your aunt, your friend, your real friend fault that you're in that situation? No, it's not. It's not their fault because they didn't choose that man for you. They were trying to tell you about that man, but you didn't want to listen. Sometimes we are, as human, we are hard headed. You're right. He do gets that he slowly breaks her down. She said she heard a story about a woman trying to lead a dude. He tortured her. She said, I came from a strong background. I never saw abuse in my house, so it was a new thing to her. But this is what I want to know. This is what I want to know. I will ask her. This is what I asked her. Then a guy like you before you chose that guy. See, the good the good ones, they boring, remember? They boring. All here in respect. You seen what a good up she seen what a good upbringing, a good relationship look like. But I look at it like this when she saw that good upbringing, how her mother and father relationships and stuff was how good it was and how a man's supposed to treat a woman. I look at it like she might have kind of found that kind of boring, not excited enough. Not excited enough. I'm asking women. I'm asking women this question right here. What makes a man exciting? What makes a man exciting? What makes a man boring? What makes a man excited? What makes a man boring? Does it his social status out in the streets? Cause he gets to the money. He got a whole lot of money. I always keep a whole lot of money. He drive a fancy car. That makes him excited, don't it? That make him a heck of a exciting person. Or do this boring guy, he try to build a life, try to build something, go to school to build something, cover. IT tech, do so with AI, or become a lawyer, or become something big wigs, whatever, become something big, real estate agent, whatever. But you don't want to wait that long. Some women do not want to wait that long. Yeah, you right to get that was I would say there's there's some women that like that like what you just said, that like what you just said together. Conversation make her excited, hearing his dream and go listen to him talk about building his dream from the ground up. Yes, but you know, some these days, some of them don't want that to want to be with a man that want to build something from the ground up. Sometimes some women want the guy already established. That's why they are attracted to so-called bad boys, right? They're attracted to some bad boys, and it all comes down to how I'm gonna ask this: is it is it is it because there's no man in the house, and why do is it because there's no men in the house, or is it because they let me get that out of the way first. Is it because there's no man in the house? Is it because there no man in the house? I gotta pause for a minute. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, that could be part of the problem. But is it I'm gonna say it. Why is it that some women that go to bad boys even when they got father figures in the house and they still choose the wrong man? No matter if the father in the house or not in the house, they still choose the wrong kind of man. They still choose the wrong kind of man. Oh, rebellion? Yeah, that's what it is. That's you hit it right on the head. Rebellion. Grow up in a nice house, do all of this, do all of that. Father that loves you and shows you what how a real man treat his woman. Treat you see how your father treat your mother, and you're gonna rebel, and some women gonna rebel against that. Why they gonna rebel against that kind of going to that kind of situation? Cause I look at it like this. It always said that some female, oh, she don't mean she acting that way. No, she attracted a bad boy because of the neighborhood she grew in because she didn't have a father figure in the house. That's not necessarily true. That's not necessarily true. That is not necessarily true. Because there's some women, they bad boys that had a father figure in the house. And they knew what it was. They know how relationships supposed to be. And like together said, rebellion, defiance, especially the father say, since that guy you trying to date or you trying to be with, try to marry, and he sees that that guy is no good, you're gonna do it. She, some women gonna do it despite. her parents say. Cause she thinks that her parents don't know nothing, and she think her parents or parent trying to hold her back, and she want to be defiant. She want to be defiant. Why you want to be defiant against somebody who try to protect you? Why you want to be defiant to somebody who love and care for you, cherish you, and raise you, and shows you what love really is? I don't. I never could understand that, because it don't matter you come from a single parent household with a single mother, or a single father raised you, or a two parent household. It doesn't. It's not gonna matter, because you be the defiance of your parents, and they have only thing they have is your best interest in heart. But you feel like they try to hold you back because you in love with this guy, and they see what this guy see, the persona this guy putting on you, and put a spell on you, and he don't got in your head. He don't got in your head. Tell me it's not true. Manipulation. And it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell by that. And, and it goes on to say why women are drawn to bad men. It says, not surprisingly, having low self esteem is one of the main reasons women are attracted to men exhibiting toxic behavior. And they feel like they don't deserve a man that's going to treat them well. Why is that? Can anybody answer that question? Why do some women feel like they don't deserve a man that's going to treat them well? Why? I'm gonna tell you why. Cause they don't. They feel like they are not deserving enough. They're not deserving enough. It's kind of hard to put a finger on it. It's hard to put a one finger on each situation. Each situation is different. Each situation is different. You lower yourself. That low self esteem, a level self esteem, had got a whole lot of people in trouble. Low self esteem have caused a lot of pain, pain and heartaches, especially when she try to leave that man that she ain't supposed to be with, because of his action. Like Together said, started stalking, making verbal threats, abusing her, and she's not gonna tell nobody. She's not gonna tell nobody. Okay. Why do this is a question on Reddit? Why men and women choose the wrong partners, and how that benefit more traditional men? Okay. It said when we ignore the BS about divorce being costlier or for women, what is most striking in this article is many women are attracted to male characteristics that may have been useful for survival and reproduction in the Stone Age. When their marriage doesn't go well, they tend to blame it on men or patriarch instead of their own choices. At the same time, when less macho single men point out this phenomenon, they are ridiculed. Oh, you bloody incel. It's our own business whom we choose. Women can ask more rights, but we'll never change society if they don't at least recognize this happens, to say the least. Okay, let's take it. See, this it goes back to that big word I've been saying is also on my life: accountability. You want to blame the man for some women want to blame the man for the men they choose. You want to blame the man because you chose him, right? Yeah, he chose you, but you chose him too, and he's not acting right. He does, like I said, you can't blame the man. You got sometimes some women got to take accountability for the person they chose to be with. When they don't, if they don't take accountability for the man they chose to be with, it you can't blame you can't blame it on nobody else but yourself. As humans, we make our own choices. If that choice is wrong, we can't go blame it on nobody else. We gotta blame ourselves. We gotta blame ourselves for that choice that we made. And that why I try to get some women. I know the women in my chat that hold themselves accountable. They hold themselves accountable for their action. But some women cannot, to save their life, hold themselves accountable. They can't. They can't hold themselves accountable. Because I know there's some people, some humans in this world that can't hold themselves accountable. Because if they hold themselves accountable, that they admit that they were wrong. And there's some women that don't want to, uh, will not acknowledge that they chose the wrong man. They won't acknowledge it. Oh, like, oh, my bad. I chose the wrong man. But some women it's not in them to do that. It's not into it's not in not in them. It's not. And here's another one. Right? It says right here. It's been extremely surreal for this person to constantly hear for most of their life how women slash girls apparently want to be strong and independent and how they want good, sensitive men, etc. People often told this person, I should have no problem getting a girlfriend because I'm a pretty boy. That's what he said, and women like that. Yet my experience in Yet his experience in attempted romance reflect a truth that is so completely opposite from that that it almost seems insulting in retrospect. The truth is that women mainly, this is not me talking, I mean somebody else said. The truth is that women mainly want traditionally masculine, Travis Thunder Muscle kind of guys. However, if you say this, people will act like you're some kind of basement dwelling conspiracy theorist, suggest that reptilians run the government, or as you suggested, something like, yeah, yeah. I understand what he was saying. I understand what he was saying. traditional masculine. What is traditional masculine? What does traditional masculine mean? Traditional masculine man is one running the street, got all this money, showing off, popping off, doing everything. What is, especially Wanda Williams? You right. Some of them are the worst. Yeah, like you said, they put on a good face. They good at putting a good face. They good at putting on a good face. But guess what? I had let y'all listen to a video of a guy asking these females who would they rather be with? Somebody that working a 9 to 5 or a drug dealer. And you know, all of them said they'd rather be with a drug dealer. That excitement, that adrenaline rush, that money that comes in. He breaking her off a little bit, buying her this, buying her that. And she loved it. But yet, in the same sentence, she out there trying to change that man. She out there trying to change that man. Let me put this up here. Don't put this up here. Hold on. I'll put this what together said. A traditional masculine male has these qualities: strength, courage, independent, leadership, assertiveness, responsibility, self-improvement, rationality, self-reliance. Okay. Let's take that. I ain't for take that down. I'm gonna leave that up. 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 I'm gonna leave it up for right now. They have that is a masculine man. It's a masculine man going around with his pants sagging, going in the waistband, flashing money, driving the car with the beat going on. Is that a masculine man? Is that a masculine man? But that was some of the females these days want. Oh, my man. But yet he doing all kinds of other stuff, and she thinks she's the only one. She thinks she's the only one. A man that together just a male that together that's just described is what a little girl grows up hoping that she finds, right? That was some females, some women want. And they go looking in all the wrong places for that. They go looking in on the wrong places, looking in on the wrong places. That's what they doing, looking in all the wrong places for that traditional man. Okay. They looking in all the wrong places. Looking all the wrong places for these men that they want to be with them. But yet skipping over the ones that they're supposed to be with that got all them qualities. But guess what? Some women think he is boring. He is boring. Cause he don't want to go out at night, want to go to the club all the time. Don't want to go out to dinner sometimes. And some of these women that be with some of these men really don't know how to cook. They eating out all the time. So how do you get some of these women to see what they see? Right? How do you go? How do you go about that? How do you do it? How do you convince a young girl that facade that man she want and desire, so she won't choose the wrong man? How do you convince her? How do you convince her? How do you convince her that that guy is to go do nothing but bring her down? As a parent, all you can do is pray that if you got any daughters, that she do not choose the wrong guy. Cause if I'm going to put this back up again, if the guy she chooses do not have these qualities right here, courage, independency, leadership, assertiveness, responsibility, self improvement, rationality, and self reliance, what is it all for? Yeah, I'm gonna tell you. Some yeah, yeah. Some guys might have courage and independency. Yeah, they might have responsibility, but don't have all the other qualities and self reliance, and might not have all the other qualities to go with it. Don't have the other qualities to go with it. So self reliance, you got everything on that list, except other few other things. Doesn't mean he's a bad person. No, doesn't mean that he's a bad person. But do he have his life together? I wouldn't care he had a criminal as long as he tried to turn his life around. This brother, this man down here was building from the ground up, but you don't want to go through the struggles with him. Then when you get tired of this guy that got out here, you want to circle back around on him. Out here built himself up and established himself. Is that right? Yeah, you might find a sucker. Hey, he might be a sucker. He might be a sucker to take you after you don't reject it. After you don't put him in the friend zone. Hey, I don't know. I wish somebody else would come up here and tell me, hey, give their thoughts on it. Give their thoughts on it. Because there's a lot goes into why they choose the wrong men. We get to dissect it and other things why they do what they do, right? But yet when they do, they don't take accountability for choosing the wrong man and try to circle back to the one they really didn't like that was struggling to try to build his business, build his brand, whatever. But as soon as he do, she want to come back around because he established. Because because she see this man that really ain't doing nothing. He getting what he getting. He getting locked up all the time. You know what I'm saying? You popped out a baby for him. Think they're gonna keep him. Think they're gonna sell him down. It's this them people selling him down. You know what I'm saying? Hey, then you know what I'm saying you might have to put him on child support. But a guy that would take care of his responsibility, you don't want some women don't want nothing like that. They don't want a man that really want to take care of their own responsibility. They don't want a man that shows great leadership, assertiveness. They don't want a man that shows courage and independence, the self improvement. They don't want a man like that. The self reliance. They don't want a man like that. They don't want a man that shows rationality. They don't want a man to show her the emotional support that she needs, the love and care that she need, the security that she need. Because if she did, she would have chose that man first instead of choosing the wrong man. I bet some of y'all gonna want to look back at this paper. Did you? How you know that was the wrong man for her? Because what has he made out of himself? What he done for in her life? What have what has he done to make her life better? Hmm. What have he done to make his her life better? Hmm. Let that sink in. What has he done to make her life better and easier? What have he done to make her life easier and better, especially if they got a child together? What have he done to make her life easier? Has he came over to see the child? No. Has he came over to take the child somewhere? No. Some men like that is not going to do that. Because it don't matter if you have a baby by him or not. It's not going to change you. You try to fix him up. You try to build a man. You can't build a man if he's not ready. If he's really not a man, he's not going to be subject to what you're trying to do to him. You try to build him up. Build him up for what? You try to change him. Change him for what? Because when you try to change him, he gonna go even harder. Because guess what? Because he don't want to change, and you just stretching yourself out. And then you don't want to leave him because some folks that told you, hey, they the right one for you, and you try to stay in a relationship to make it work, try to prove them wrong instead of getting out of that situation. And you think somebody gonna say, "I told you so." I told you shouldn't have been with him. Told you he was good for nothing. Hmm. That make a whole lot better, don't it? Told you should have been with him. It's crazy it is crazy how things goes. It goes round and round and round in a circle. I'm not just saying. Like I said, I'm doing part two, the men part, when I go back live. Why do some women choose the wrong men? I'm gonna have to lay this question. I'm gonna have to lay this question. Is three answers to this. One, do you feel sorry for a woman that chooses the wrong man? Or you two, or you don't feel sorry for the woman that chooses the wrong man? Or three, you really don't care that she chose the wrong man. Because I know majority of people say, I don't care if she chose the wrong man. That's her problem. I know that was some people thinking that's her problem. But hey, it is what it is. She gotta lay in that bed. We don't have to lay in that bed. She don't have to lay in that bed that she made. She gotta wash them dirty clothes that she got. She the one done did what she did to get what she got. And I said, I ain't, and I said all the wrong, the choices of all the wrong men is bad, right? Because I look at it right here. You make the wrong choice of man, and if there's some that make the wrong choice of men, and the men realize what kind of hurt and pain he he is causing his woman, he will start gradually changing. it would start gradually changing. But when you choose the wrong man, when you start gradually changing, do not try to rush him to change quickly. Do not rush him. Do not rush him. Ain't misunderstood. Respect to you. Why? Cause see, I look like this. It's past trauma, family, environment, all that wrapped in one is 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 the good recipe of some women choosing the wrong man. Even even like together said, some women that grew up in a two-parent household see the father treated their mother good because they want to rebel. They want to rebel. And why do a female, want to rebel from a good household? When she don't see how a man's supposed to treat a woman? Why would she want to rebel? Can anybody answer that question for me? Somebody please answer that question for me. Somebody please answer that question for me. See how your daddy treated your mother, how good he was to her, and how their relationship is. But you want to bail against your parents and go choose the wrong man, which which you're not gonna get that same kind of loving that your father was giving your mother. So, truth be said, truth be said, it is hard out here for some women. Because take a look around you. Take a look around you, right? There are more women in the world than it is men. Not too many to choose from, right? But you don't want uh, the Einstein looking guy who's trying to build up something. You want the street thug. You want somebody that you you want a pet project. Put it that way. You want a pet project. Oh, I could change him. How many ladies and gentlemen in the chat? How many times have you heard a woman say, some females say, not all women, I could change him? How many times have you heard that? How many times have you heard that I could change this man? I'm gonna change him. Watch what, watch and see. I'm gonna change him. I'm gonna change him. That's what some females say. I'm gonna change him. But guess what? You don't change him. You wind up changing yourself. You change yourself in that toxic kind of relationship. Let it be known that some women, not all women, some women love that toxic relationship because that's all they know. That's all they seen. Seeing mama raising her, seeing different men coming out in the house, seeing her mom arguing with her boyfriend who ain't worth nothing. Guess what? She think that what relationship. Some women think that what some relationship is all about. I don't know. I wish I had a female in here to tell me, give their point of view on it. Cause this is hard work up here. Oh, the grass ain't green on the other side, especially if you married and got a great husband. And here's a good one. Why do good women pick the wrong man? Why do good women pick the wrong man? But I'm gonna say this right. I don't know about that one. Let's see. Do they say the same thing, right? And let's see. I'm trying to see who they were written by. Have you ever wondered, out of all the men in the world, why did she end up with this one? It's a common question many women ask themselves. With over 4 billion men on the planet, it may seem like the possibility are endless. Yet research suggests that despite this vast pool of potential partners, a woman's options are often surprisingly limited. The options are surprisingly limited. Why is that? The limited pool of potential partners. Despite the vast number of men and women tend to choose partners from a very narrow pool, according to various surveys. 70 to 90% of women end up with men from their immediate environment. Respect, Shawanda. According to various surveys, 70 to 90% of women end up with men from their immediate environment. Do y'all find it? What y'all think about that? Is it true or is it false? Friends, colleague, classmate, or people within their social circle. Why? Why? Because no matter how attractive man might be across the world, particularly comes into play, you can't easily connect with someone who lives far away, and even if you meet them online, logistically make dating a challenge. This made the pool of variable candidates significantly low from that smaller pool. Factors like physical attraction, compatibility, and shared interests come into play, but the choices remain limited. In other words, the more practical and immediate option you have, the more you likely to choose from them. Okay, we talk about the subconscious role, right? We talked about the subconscious role. The subconscious role of instincts in choosing a partner. We talked about that. All right. When it comes to choosing a partner, instinct play a huge role. You may find yourself attracted to a certain type of man without fully understanding why. While physical traits are often the initial draw, such as height, body shape, and facial feature, a lot of it comes down to survival instinct that are ingrained in us from evolution. Yeah. And Sharonda say, looking at the, yeah, that's what he just said, looking at the outside. You're looking at the outside of that man, right? Looking at the outside of that man. Okay. And it's ingrained in us from evolution. Don't know about that. Yeah, sometimes, hey, you looking at the outside and they put that persona on, talk, what they show you for a few days and a few weeks, a month, then all of a sudden, bam, here they come. For example, women in dangerous environment are often subconsciously drawn to men with broader shoulders, a strong jawline, and high structure. These traits signal that the man has survived danger and is capable of protecting potential offspring. It's not just about looks, it's about strength and survival. I'm not going to agree with that totally. I'm not going to agree with that totally. Totally. Right? I'll tell you why not. So, I don't care. You got a broad shoulders, strong jawline, and high stature. That don't necessarily that doesn't necessarily mean you protect your family, but that what they think. But these attraction is not solely about finding strong genes for the next generation. Many women, especially those who have children or want to start a family, are also looking for reliable partners. And life circumstances change, the priorities shift from searching for strength to searching for security, stability, and support. You respect Nate, respect my brother Nate. I'm gonna tell you this right here. When a woman choose, when some women choose the wrong men, when some women choose the wrong men, do you think the wrong men they chose is security, stability, or support? Yeah, hey, hey, they gonna be secure to themselves. They looking at their own stability, and they gonna support their own self. So when some women choose the wrong men, guess what? They have a child about that, they're gonna keep them. That man ain't even thinking about that child. Then he really ain't thinking about you. Who agree with me on that? The complex reality of monogamy and relationship. Despite the instinctive drive for strength and reliability, many women find themselves in a relationship that don't meet their long-term needs. We know that. We already know. We know they the long-term needs, security. They need a man just like you said at the beginning. Yeah, he don't know himself. Right. Some of them don't know himself, and he didn't find himself. He's not trying to find himself. He's not trying to find himself. He doing what he do, and it been working. It been working for him, Sharonda. Hey, you know that. Yeah, it ain't no good for you. Yeah, I'm gonna do a second part. Then hey, I'm gonna go to the men part of the thing too, on the men's side up because they do the same thing. I'm going to tell you, they do the same doggone thing. This is especially coming in monogramma, uh, because the focus monogram with all its promises of exclusive love and security can sometimes feel like an unending struggle. Women are often expected to make sacrifice, emotional, financial, social, for the relationship to thrive. And think about this: she chose the wrong guy. He get locked up. She got a child, but she left to raise that child while he locked up. She go visit. She go put money on the books. She out there trying to bail him out. She keep the hospital. She paying the bills. Or she struggling to pay the bills. But that's what she chose. That's what she chose. In reality, many women get trapped in relationships that don't serve them. They are attracted to men who are selfish, unreliable, even manipulating. Yet they stay because they confuse in, in, intensity with love. Confusion is confusion of the mind, body, and soul is the very top of the situation. You can't confuse yourself. You gotta know your self worth. And I'm gonna ask you a question. I'm gonna ask you a question to the chat. Do some women that choose the wrong guy do not know their self worth? Do they know their self worth? Do they know their self worth? Do they know their self worth? I don't think they know. Oh, I know it go both way. Oh, I'm gonna do part two, the men version of it though. It's gonna be instead of having women on at the get out time, you're gonna have men. Do women know they self? Some of these women that choose the wrong men know their self worth. Okay, I know some of them don't. Is that this goes on this article that I'm reading? Does not be said it. It's not unusual for to hear women say, I knew he wasn't the one, but I just couldn't stop loving him. The psyche often drives us to maintain connection with people who seem excited, intense, and even dangerous, all in an attempt to fulfill unconscious desire. You're right. It's a mental state. It's a psychological state that some of these women are in. Some of them know that man is not right for them, right? It's a psycho connection. It's a psych connection that keep them there. That keep them there. Which and it is them to stay there to feel their unconscious desires. Unconscious desires. Okay. When when survival instinct compete with reality. Okay, let's go here. Yeah, you can't change the person. Again, they're gonna find out sooner or later. They're gonna find out sooner or later that cause I'm gonna put it this way. The more you say that guy is not good for you, tell that woman that guy is not good for you, the more she gonna want to be with him. Let's say a woman is seeking a partner who is reliable and able to provide. She may look for someone who is financially stable, strong in character, emotionally variable. However, her sight might subconsciously stir her towards someone who shows boldness, risk taking, or ability to overcome danger, even if it's not in her best interest. Hmm. And there's some women say they ain't no good men out here. And what I just read, financial stable, strong in character, and emotional variable. Oh, they're gonna say that man boring. How many time y'all heard that? A woman, some women say, "Oh, that man boring. That's why I ain't with him. That's why I don't like him." But they like, hey, they like the danger, especially if not her in her best interest. Women who are drawn to men like this often find themselves competing with other women for the attention of these type of men. There you go again. As I already said it earlier now, these type of men that she chose got another woman. And then all of a sudden this woman and this other woman, they meet up, they found out each other. Now they want to fight each other over this no good man. Over this no good man. Right? And they try to get his attention. But lo and behold, he with another woman. But she still decided to stay. Okay. They might feel that these men are in high demand and in their minds, the more challenging the pursuit, the greater the reward. I'm asking women this for this question here. The wrong men they choose, they go ahead. We know who we talk. The deadbeat that really, the deadbeat, no good men that they chooses. They said it's a challenging the pursuit. The greater the reward, is the reward greater? Is the reward greater by choosing that person? I think not. This leads to toxic relationship where women stay in these adventures hoping they'll eventually change. Maybe next time he'll be different. They tell themselves, but the cycle repeats. Do I need to say anything else? We don't seen it. We don't heard it. Trying to change a man who don't want to be changed. A man gonna change when he want to change. When he feel the obligation, he got to change. A man gonna change because he want to change, not because the woman that likes him try to make a change. He gonna change because he want to change. Then you got to ask your question: how long should ladies? Some ladies got to ask themselves question: how long do y'all want to stay around to see him change? Y'all don't want to see him change, do you? Y'all don't. Y'all, I know females in the chat. They is not going to stick around and watch, see when this man going to change. If you don't change, you're not going to try to change a man. You can't change a man. Get out of that. Get out of that situation. A man would be a man. But the ones that do what they do, them no good men, I don't even call them no men. I call them boys. They're boys. I call them boys. Because some women that choose the wrong man, put their heart and soul into that relationship just to get disappointed. But while Poindexter over here, he doing good for himself. He doing good for himself. Then I'm certain that woman that chose the wrong man want to go try to go back over there. But guess what? He got a woman that loves him for him, who was there for him. He was down trying to build something. That's something you didn't want. You didn't want that. He was boring. Now you find out you can't get nothing else. You're right. You're right about that, Sharonda. You're right about that. A real man gonna stand up to do what he got to do for his responsibility. A real man is not gonna be going in and out of jail and having a woman to do take care of the household. If they got kids, take care of the kids. They ain't gonna have her try to bar them out of jail. It's not gonna have her try to get him a lawyer for the court case. Not gonna try to keep trying to put money on his books. But guess what? She chose that man. And guess what? Again, we as humans, me up on this panel, people in the chat, guess what? When that woman chooses the wrong man, she can't blame nobody but herself. She got to take accountability for her own choice in men. Some good guys, I ain't gonna say all of them is all squeaky clean, because they got a hidden agenda they don't gonna self. I'm talking about the good ones, some good ones. I'm talking about the Shawana is a female you knew. We all get up. We all got to help each other. But when you choose the wrong partner, you don't have nobody in the world to blame but yourself. Because you try to prove somebody wrong, that you could change change that man that you got. Guess what? You can't change the man. The man got to be wanting to change himself. Then you're stuck in there. Like I said, go have kids, but I think they're gonna change. Nope, that still don't change you. You stick it there, you stick by, have another child by, that still ain't gonna change you. but but y'all know, when y'all know, you know. I'm ask some females. I'm ask y'all females in the chat this question. What would y'all do if you got a daughter? What would you do if your daughter brought a man home, introduced you to a man that you think that right for your daughter, and you seeing him do shady thing, but she love him, and she says she love him? What would you do? What would you do? Would you convince her to leave him? Try to convince her to leave him, or let her find out the hard way? Let her find out the hard way. My instinct, I would try to tell her about the guy, but guess what? Sooner or later, she's gonna have to find out the hard way. Hard way, hard way, hard way. That's a hard lesson to learn, isn't it? That's a hard lesson to learn. But I'm getting ready to get out of here. Like I said, I'm doing part 2. I'm doing the men version of this. And I'm gonna go harder on that. This was light right here. This was light. Ladies, if you have daughters, teach them how to make the right choice, so they won't have to circle back around to some guys that got their stuff together. Please teach them how to make the right choice in men. Let them know all that glitter is not always golden. E. James, respect. All that glitter is not gold. What that wrong man that she chose, only gonna cause her heartache and pain. And then when it causes that heartache and pain, then especially if she got an uncle, father, brothers, now they want to go and do something to that guy, right? Choosing the wrong man is I'm not gonna say it don't make no sense, but it does make no sense. It does make a whole lot of sense sometimes. Sometimes it takes a while for a woman who chooses the wrong man to wake up. It takes a while for us as humans to wake up when we make the wrong choices. If you try to put a round peg in a square hole, it's not gonna go. You try to keep putting a square peg in a round hole, it's not gonna go. Cause guess what you gotta have to do? You're gonna have to change that square peg to make it fit through that round hole. You're gonna have to change that round hole, try to fit it in that square peg. You can change it, but some of these no good men don't want to change. They don't want to change. They do not want to change. It is my heart breaks. My heart breaks when I see. I'm gonna tell you a story. I'm gonna tell y'all a story, right? I'll tell y'all a story. Before I tell you a story, I'm gonna take a little quick break right quick. I'm gonna take a little quick break right quick. Hold on. I'm gonna take a little quick break right quick.
Welcome. Welcome to D Truth TV. Turn the volume up, you feel me? Hit that like, hit subscribe. Let's get real on your screen. See? We talking cases, mystery stories that unfold, relationships, heartbreaks, secrets never told, breaking news, updates, every fact on display. I'm your host with the flow, bringing truth every day. Truth TV, where the real ones vibe. Hit that bell, stay alive, let the knowledge arrive. From the streets to the screen, we keep it so raw. Every topic, every angle, breaking every law. Tune in, let's debate, drop your thoughts in the chat. We don't sugarcoat nothing, we just spitting the facts. From love to the hustle, from the pain to the win. Every episode's a journey, let the story begin. D-Truth TV, where the real ones vibe. Hit that bell, stay alive, let the knowledge arrive. From the streets to the screen, we keep it so raw. Every topic, every angle, breaking every law. Tune in, let's debate, drop your thoughts in the chat. We don't sugarcoat nothing, we just spitting the facts. From love to the hustle, from the pain to the win. Every episode's a journey, let the story begin. D-Truth TV, where the real ones vibe. Hit that bell, stay alive, let the knowledge arrive. From the streets to the screen, we keep it so raw. Every topic, every angle, breaking every law. So subscribe, hit like, don't you dare miss a beat. D-Truth TV, where the truth and the rhythm meet. Subscribe, hit like, don't you dare miss a beat. D-Truth TV, where the truth and the rhythm meet.
I'm back. Like I said, we as humans, especially in our community, we got to teach our daughters how to recognize a, a man that gonna provide that resilience, that do their due diligence, that really gonna protect, that really gonna be there emotionally, physically, with all the ability of their heart, right? But but there's some that's not gonna be know how should I put it? There's some women that not gonna be receptacle of our what we talk about, right? They're gonna brush it off. They're gonna brush it off. Thank you. Hey, big shout out to you new. Big shout out to you new. Yeah, she does it all. Shout out to my sister you new. And I'm gonna tell you, it takes a while for us as humans to realize our mistake, realize our wrong choices in life. Some of us realize out the giddy up, out the rip, that we made the wrong choice. But after you make that wrong choice, you can't blame it on nobody else but yourself. You gotta take accountability for the choices that you make and try not to make that choice again. Try not to make that choice again. Cause like I said, some females try to go around trying to find that father figure, but the man they choose is not the right man for them. There's some that does it because they be rebelling against rebelling because we keep telling them that, oh, that man ain't good for you. He this and that whatever. That just draw them closer to that man. I asked this question a while ago. I want the women to answer this question. If there's been a men in the chat, I want y'all to answer the question too. Your daughter chooses the wrong man. Are you gonna tell her that she chose the wrong man, or you gonna let her make her own find out on her own? 6009, what's going on, my brother? When I end this live, I got to rich you up, my brother. I got to rich you up. Like I said, if you got daughters, are you gonna let her make the wrong choices bed? If she make the wrong choices in a man that she choose to love, are you gonna let her know about it, or are you going to let her find out on her own? Oh, I got you, you 60 on now. You know I got you, my brother. I got you. Are you gonna let her find out on her own, or you gonna try to keep her away from him? I'm with you on that, Sharonda. I'm with you on that one. I let her find out on her own. Cause if you don't let her find out on her own, you try to persistent tell her, oh, about him, whatever. She don't see that. She knows all those all things she know in her mind that she love that man. Ain't nothing you gonna tell her to convince her that she made the wrong choice in men. Ain't nothing. What can you tell her? Although as a parent, as a guardian, your heart aches because you know that is not the right man for her. Yeah, she gonna think you hate him. Oh, don't let the mother tell her that that's the wrong man. You know what's gonna come out her mouth? Oh, you just want my man. You just want him. You want him for himself. Especially if she's a single mother. Oh, you just want him. You just want my man. Jeez. But we we all as adults, as a guardian and parents, we want the best for our children, right? We want the best. We want the best for our kids. And we know in our heart that's a that's a man out there for our daughters, our nieces, right? We know there's a man out there for her, but we can't make that choice for her. She got to make it for herself. Yeah, you got to step aside. You got to step aside. Cause how many times have our parents told us something and we didn't listen? Then also we found out on our own, and what found out on our own what they told us was right. Okay, this is another thing. What do you do when she found out that man that she was with was no good, and she come back home crying? Do you rub it in? Do you rub it in and tell her I told you so? Do you could console her in that situation? I don't know. I don't know what to do in that situation. I don't know what to do in that situation. I don't know what to do in that situation. Cause me, myself, I be wanting to tell her everything will be okay. It will be okay. You just You just got to find a way to explain it. Yeah, you right about that together. You right about that. You 100% right about that. Yeah, I read her come home crying because we have seen too many times. We have heard too many stories about women that chose the wrong men, trying to get out of that situation, wind up in a box, wind up in the hospital, and everything else. We heard too many stories about that, haven't we? We heard too many stories about that. It's all about choices. Some women get with figure. Some, like I said, some they want that fast life, that high life, that that social status of being with that man. Knowing and knowing, I'm gonna ask this question right here. How many in the chat believe that some of these women that choose the wrong men know in their head they are with the wrong man? Respect DJ Tanya Renee. How many do y'all believe that the woman that choose some of these women that choose the wrong man know in their head they are with the wrong man? Yeah, he had to go. See, I'm waiting. I went to hear the hear answer. Somebody answer that question. Y'all want to hear that question again? 1609, you're right. 1609 said he thinks some men and women date one another out of convenience and they know it won't work out long term. Yeah, you're right about that. They do do that out of convenience. Out of convenience. Knowing in their mind they are with the wrong person. And I see a lot of some of the young ones and some middle aged ones, some of the older ones. They want a finished product. They don't want to help build a man build his ambitions, his thought, whatever, right? Don't want it. Don't want him to. Don't want to be with him from the ground up, from the grind. They want to. They don't want to be with a man that getting it from the dirt, getting it from the mud per se. They don't want a man like that. They want a man that always making that money. Like I said, I always say, like I said, I said this earlier up in the show. This man did a street interview with the young ladies and asked them this question: would they want to be with a man that working a 9 to 5 or a man that selling drugs? Y'all can guess what every one of them answered. The question was they better be the man. They want the man that working 9 to 5, making things happen. They want the man that going on the street selling drugs. Make that make sense. Make that make sense. Does it make any sense to y'all? Cause the man that make working 9 to 5, he might be working on a project to get his own business started. He working on something to get his own business started. So how that go? How they gonna work out? But soon this guy that she with the wrong choices she made, the wrong choice she made. Oh, he don't get the money to start her own business. And guess what? Now he got some say in how she run her business, which he shouldn't have. It's crazy, ain't it? It's crazy. It's crazy. But we has to teach our daughters to recognize the signs of the right man. It's not always a flash of money. It's not always the fast car. It's not always he's at the studio. It's not always he at the club. It ain't always about excitement. It's not all the way about the excitement. Cause he always excited. He always so called a daredevil. You're right. Cause you think he take risk and all that stuff is exciting. It's alluring to you. But how far that gonna get you? When this man over here to protect you. It got security. It got it got security in the household and emotionally there, physically there, mentally there, and all. Although he is working a 9 to 5, but some women don't want him. Yeah, you got to. You got to. Just out of their way. But sooner or later, the wake up call is coming. I just hope that wake up call, some of these women that chooses the wrong man is not in a box. I hope that some of the wake up call is not she taking a rap for him and being locked up. And that was some women wind up in a box and taking a charge for a man that they chose. Taking the taking the heat, getting locked up for a man that she chose, and when she locked up, ain't visited her, ain't sent her nothing on his book. Yeah, at the end of the day, yeah, it's their decision. Only thing we can do is hope and pray that none of that happens. Lord, behold, if she had some kids by this guy, and he's not taking care of his children, guess what? You as a parent gonna have to wind up raising that child while she do her time, and she don't want to tell on him. She do not want to tell on him. That means he got her psychology gone, got her mind, and she still love with it. She love him more than she loved her kids. It's sad, but when you choose the wrong man who gets in that gets in that woman's head, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. Like Sharonda together, DJ Tanya Renee, Eve, 1609, you knew, Bronx, Bronze, Brooklyn Hood, Ed, anybody else that gonna watch the replay, they're watching it now. We just gotta step out the way and let them make their own mistakes. And be there for them emotionally when they come back. That's all we can do. That's all we can do for some women that make the wrong choices. We gotta just step out of the way and let them do what they do. And I know if you're a friend of a woman that made the wrong choice of men, this is a question I had to ask right here before we get out of here. How many of y'all had a friend that made the wrong choice of men, and when y'all together, she asked, what you think about him? What y'all think? What you think about him? Do you like him? If your friend come ask you about a guy that you think is the wrong choice, and she made the wrong choice in men, and she come ask you what you think about it, what you gonna do? You gonna lie to her or tell her the truth? You gonna lie to her or tell her the truth? Put a 1 in the chat, you're gonna lie to her. Put a 2 in the chat, you're gonna tell her the truth about it. Which one are you gonna tell her? The truth or a lie? Okay, I got one truth. I know you did, Shawan. I know you did. Shawana, you know, one was if you're gonna lie to her. One was if you're gonna lie to her. I wouldn't care if she got mad either. I'm not finna lie to you. I'm not gonna tell you a lie to tell you something that make you feel good. Yeah, hey, yeah, 609. Yeah, some people have an issue with the truth. But guess what? I'm not finna lie to you. 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 Not at all. I'm not finna lie to you. Cause you lie to them. You lie to them. What that lie gonna do? Fill their head up. Fill their head up. Yeah, somebody gonna say nothing. They call put what? If that's your friend, if that's your friend, if that's really your friend, and you tell her the truth about what you think about that man she with, if she get mad, guess what? She wasn't your friend at all. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna wish them. Oh, I'm gonna wish them the best of luck. I'm wishing. Hey, I wish y'all the best. I wish y'all. Hey, I wish y'all the best. I wish y'all the best. But what do you do when she bring? What do you do when she bring him around and y'all at a gathering? You gonna pretend you like him, or remain type of courtesy. Y'all gonna y'all just gonna have some kind of decorum about yourself, show some courtesy towards her, although you don't like him, or you gonna give him the cold shoulder. Yeah, the best advice is sometimes the best advice is no advice. But if they come ask, cause this what I'm gonna tell them. This is what I would tell them. 609 DJ, DJ Terry Renee, Shawana, everybody that's in the chat. If a friend can ask me what you think about this guy, and you know what I'm telling them, you really don't want to know. It's best. I'm gonna tell them it's best for me to keep my mouth shut. Oh, sure. I know you would call him out. I know you would call him out. You call him out in front of the whole group. I already know that. I already know you would call him out. I would tell him, I would tell her, I would tell her, I was like, it's best not to bring him around me. Why not? You don't want to know the answer to that. You don't want to know the truth. Hey, guess what? I would not. It's best not to bring him around me. If she getting mad, she getting mad. Cause I wouldn't care if she getting mad. Hey, best of luck with you too. And you come back, I'll be here for you. I'm not gonna tell you I told you so. I'll listen to you. I'm not gonna give you no advice. Like I said, as human, we gotta choose better. We gotta choose better. Oh, it depends on how many drinks you gonna have. I know what you were talking about. It all depends on how many drinks you gonna have. And hey, and how strong the first two was, right? Anybody want to come up and put their 2 cents in? They welcome to come up. You welcome to come up. Cause this is cause I'm getting let me tell you, I'm getting tired of women, some women, not that many, choosing the wrong doggone men and bragging about them. I'm getting tired of them choosing the wrong man and bragging about him like he all that in a bag of chips. She win him because oh, he got this money, got that money. No, no, sister, that don't work. That do not that do not impress me at all. Then it turns out he got got 3 kids by 3 different women. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. But we gotta protect our we all we can do is raise our daughters, our nieces the best way we can. That's all we can do, raise them best we can, and teach them about life and what red flags to look out for, and, and hope for the best. Hope for the best for them. That's all we had to do. That's all we can do. Hope for the best. Cause we can't baby them all day life, right? Can't baby them all their life. And I know sometimes it feels like some real females, adult, real women I know some of them feel like they babysitting they friend that made the wrong choice. I know y'all feel like y'all be babysitting some of these women. I know. Yeah, the new millennium. Yep. Woo. But hey, like I said, this is part one of this episode. Part two is gonna be about men. And wait till you hear what I got to say about them. Mm, 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 mm. Wait till you hear what I got to say about them. I'd like to thank everybody for coming in the chat. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, share this video, share this live. If you're not subbed up, sub up. I think DJ Tony Renee got a channel. You new got a channel. EJ got a channel. I don't know who else in here got a channel. But drop channel links in here. You drop your channel link in here. Go ahead and drop it in here so people can sub up to you. Because it's all about networking. And I'm going to let y'all know. I want to ask this one last question. Yep. How many of y'all women would go see Beyonce in concert? How many of y'all would spend that money to go see Beyonce in concert? And how many women spend that money to go see Chris Brown in concert? I just want to know. I just want to know. I just want to know because I seen the whole on my way home. I seen a whole bunch of females, Caucasian and melanated people going to that concert tonight. They going to that Beyonce concert tonight. So I just had to bring that up a little bit. But like I said, y'all try to stay healthy. I don't know what the weather is where y'all at. Stay hydrated. Don't drink no cold water. You start sweating and all that. Don't drink no cold water. Drink that lukewarm water. And y'all be safe. Hey, Sharonda, I can't even find you on Instagram, Sharonda. So I think I'm follow you on Instagram. I'm not sure. But like I said, shout out to the chat. Shout out to everybody. Like I said, hey, only way this world will become a better place is we continue to be the better person and rise above anything else that's not right. But be careful. It's a hard road, but we can do it. But try to make. I know this day is almost over with. I know it was great for some folks. It was great for all of us that's over here because we're still here. But guess what? We got to make the next day, tomorrow, even greater. We got to make tomorrow even greater. I don't either. I really don't either. In my lifetime, I only went to one concert. I only went to one concert. But try to make each day better than the day before. Try to make the day better than it was the day before. Cause long you try to make the next day better than the day before, we're making progress. We're making progress. Like I said, love and respect yourself. Because when you love and respect yourself, you see through all the BS. You see through all the BS. Self-love is the best kind of love. Because who can love you better than you love yourself? Thank you for joining me. Respect to all the people that came in my chat. Respect to all the people that gonna watch the replay. I love y'all and thank y'all for y'all support. We out.
This has been a 20 East Media Network LLC special presentation. Make sure you hit that like button on your way out. Thanks for coming. Now you ain't gotta go home, but you gotta get the hell up out of here. See ya.
Welcome to D Truth TV. Turn the volume up, you feel me? Hit that like, hit subscribe, let's get real on your screen, see? We talking cases, mysteries, stories that unfold, relationships, heartbreaks, secrets never told, breaking news, updates, every fact on display. I'm your host with the flow, bringing truth every day. The Truth TV, where the real ones vibe. Hit that bell, stay alive, let the knowledge arrive. From the streets to the screen, we keep it so raw. Every topic, every angle, breaking every law. Tune in, let's debate, drop your thoughts in the chat. We don't sugarcoat nothing, we just spitting the facts. From love to the hustle, from the pain to the win. Every episode's a journey, let the story begin. The Truth TV, where the real ones vibe. Hit that bell, stay alive, let the knowledge arrive. From the streets to the screen, we keep it so raw. Every topic, every angle, breaking every law. Tune in, let's debate, drop your thoughts in the chat. We don't sugarcoat nothing, we just spitting the facts. From love to the hustle, from the pain to the win. Every episode's a journey, let the story begin. The Truth TV, where the real ones vibe. Hit that bell, stay alive, let the knowledge arrive. From the streets to the screen, we keep it so raw. Every topic, every angle, breaking every law. So subscribe, hit like, don't you dare miss a beat. The Truth TV, where the truth and the rhythm meet.